We have some of our Gilmore friends in the chat. That's really helpful. The comments, the liking, the sharing. I'm so glad that we got to season 2. I want to get all the way through, including A Year in the Life, which, and here's the predictions by Carrie. I put them all together. Some of them will have your head explode if you already saw the whole series, and some of them are just her wishes and wants, which is hilarious. So, would you like to read it, or would you like me to read it?
I can read a couple of them.
Okay.
Um,
So that's the episode 1 is.
oh, this is in episode order. I see. Okay. So yeah, Lorelai gets her own inn eventually. That happened in episode 1. Michelle better cheer up. Did I say that?
I said that.
I still hope that.
That's a quote.
Hopes Lorelai finds love. Cafe dude is in the running. That guy never appeared again. He had literally one line, and all right. So, are we giving me a 1 in 3 so far?
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So, in episode 2, Rory's gonna get arrested for doing whippets.
Saying that.
That's one of my favorite.
Arrested for doing. It could still happen.
Episode 2, you also predicted that Tristan is bad news, and okay, this is a quote: "Has date rapist written all over him."
Yes, he does. I stand by that.
Yeah, he's very see, I don't want to say
doesn't take no for an
but,
answer. He doesn't understand no. He doesn't hear no.
That's true. Yeah.
You know.
You also said Paris is bad news. Things are gonna get messy with the coffee shop guy, and Ian is in the running.
Who's Ian?
I think he's the Chilton dad.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which he
That's
seemed,
right.
He seemed like a good prospect.
That's right. Because he hit on her, right? Mm-hmm. Wasn't he like, I'm gonna come over?
And she was into it. Instead, she went for the teacher, but okay, that's...
Episode 3, I said Rory's developing her own taste, so there might be push-pull with Lorelai. Well, that's the whole series. Good job, Carrie. Michelle needs to get fired. I still think that. And it needs Luke to lighten up. And he did. And I predicted that, and he did. He did lighten up.
In episode...
I give myself a 2 out of 3 on that.
In episode 4, you just wanted more Lane and Miss Patty. That's it.
I stand by that for sure. Episode 5, I said more is going to happen with this Max character. And I said I wanted more Paris. And I think Luke is going to come up again.
Okay, imagine me not trying not to lose my mind over some of these. Okay. Number 6, episode 6, all you said is that things get complicated when Lorelai confronts Rory about Dean. Rory didn't tell Lorelai that her and Dean are seeing each other.
Yeah. You kind of did.
Yeah.
What did I? 7? Episode 7, I said Dean dies of nut asphyxiation?
He mentions that he has a nut allergy, and you were so convinced that he's just going to die of
Nobody says that on screen unless, you know.
Do you know how badly I spelled asphyxiation? I had to
asphyxiation.
I had to ask the robot how to.
Luke and Lorelai will get drunk and kiss. Not yet. The rocking chair that Lorelai bought at Mrs. Kim will come up again.
You were so into that.
Because it was such a plot point, that episode. Weird.
Okay, episode 8 is one of my favorite predictions. You said you don't see Max and Lorelai making it. They're now I don't know if they're engaged. He's now asked her to marry him. And Luke will fight Max physically.
Yes. I still think that can happen. I'm giving myself to be determined on both of those.
I'm not laughing because it's true or false. I'm just laughing.